What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video guys, I will show you several quite interesting and important news. First of all, I will show you that we have several subpoenas that were filed by Mark Basile and his firm in regards to his RICO lawsuit. On top of that, I will show you our victory in regards to the C.A.T system. Then I will explain you some misunderstandings that are happening inside our community, and I will show you the point of view of completely unbiased person. And at the end of this video, I will show you that FINRA lied, and we have even more evidence of this. And I have to admit that all this information is extremely important for our community. And that is why, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. On top of that, share this video on every social media that you have. And this will give us a chance to spread this information to as many people as we can. And this might definitely lead us to more attention to this problem, and eventually it will help us to win this battle. So let's do it and let's move forward. First of all, I want to show you this tweet that was published by Junk Savvy 14 hours ago. And she wrote, Basile law firm issues first round of subpoenas in Florida RICO case Intercoastal Waterways versus Trade Station. And she refers to this tweet that was published by Mark Basile 14 hours ago, and let me quote you this in details. First wave of subpoenas are out. Expect to either get a lot of pushback from those whom a lot in the community has misplaced their trust, or we'll get a lot of information that the community and my client has sought previously. And guys, for now we don't have any details in regards to these subpoenas, and on the video that I published just several days ago, Mark Basile told us that he will not disclose any additional information except these quite random tweets that he publishes from time to time. And as you can see, Walter Warellini wrote this. Wow, who are the subpoenas from and who are they to? And are they MMTLP related? And the only answer from Mark is this one. I can't disclose to who or whom, but they all relate directly to MMTLP. On top of that, guys, let me remind you that we still have the deadline for Gary Gensler's response, and Eric Van Hoof wrote this 5 hours ago. Mark doing the opposite of FINRA and the SEC, still expecting an answer on Ralph Norman's and Alec Rain's letter to the SEC before tomorrow. And guys, I have to admit that Alec Rain didn't write this letter. The second person who signed it was Pete Sessions. And he also added, just have a hearing and subpoena already, guys. He's prolonging since November already. That's is 6 months wasted. Please, MMTLP. So, I have to say that the very important point from this statement is that we have these subpoenas. And for now, we have to wait for the reaction to these subpoenas, and definitely this is another step in the RICO lawsuit, major RICO lawsuit that was filed just recently by Mark and his firm. On top of that, guys, take a look right here on this news. Just yesterday I showed you that we have very important meeting that happened basically yesterday, and on this meeting we had Gary Gensler, who was testifying by Senate Committee on Appropriations, and the main question that was raised on this meeting is the implementation of C.A.T system. And we had a lot of information that some of Congress members want to push this case down. Fortunately, we have this update. Dave Lower wrote this. Okay, I just got some intel on the C.A.T funding. The Senate rider to block the C.A.T was not included in the Senate funding bill. I'm told it was a misunderstanding. There was no actual intention to defund the C.A.T by the Senate. and it never would have made it through with dam control. That being said, the 2025 appropriations process in the House has begun and is targeting all the new SEC rules along with C.A.T funding. This upcoming election will be critical for market reform. Ken Griffin controls the Republican Party and will be authoring their policies if they have control. There is no daylight between Citadel's view and RS on House Financial Services. So guys, definitely it is a good news. On top of that, let me quote you this tweet that David Lower added to his initial tweet. He wrote, "If you want to join us in the fight to reform markets and make sure you know how to most effectively advocate for reforms, you can join with the investors and we will never share your email address and only contact you for advocacy efforts." So guys, we have another potential tool how we can push our major case of entire retail community forward, and definitely David Lower might help us in this case. And guys, let me show you this tweet in regards to the same C.A.T funding from Kristen Shaughnessy. She wrote, "A misunderstanding is a convenient excuse after their offices were flooded with calls." And guys, this is a very important statement because in my opinion, yes, I also think that they switched to so-called misunderstanding because of the huge tsunami wave of calls and emails from a retail community who wrote this in order to protect this C.A.T system. On top of that, she wrote this: "Congress keeps trying to find sneaky ways to try and take down the C.A.T system, and then it aborts those plans when retail investors find out. The C.A.T system tracks every trade a financial institution makes. Who doesn't want more transparency in our financial markets? Congress says it wants to protect retail investors' information, but brokers already have that information. Congress is trying to protect its Wall Street money. David Nunes should consider ads highlighting the politicians who are more worried about their Wall Street donations and taking down the C.A.T system, that they are their constituents." So guys, I have nothing to add to this statement, and shout out to Kristen Shaughnessy because she does an extremely important job for the entire retail community. She explains a lot for retail investors, and definitely these type of people are extremely valuable for us. So let's take a look again on David Lower tweet, and let me show you this tweet, this response that was again reposted by Mark Basil, but originally it was written by Anna. And let me quote you first of all her tweet. She wrote, "I have encountered repeated threats from individuals who seek to obstruct the flow of information to Congress and media. These individuals, who often pose as shareholders, employ intimidation tactics not only against investors, but also against those who endeavor to assist. Their actions have reached such an alarming level that they have resorted to making threats to congressional aides. Clearly, the people responsible for selling us counterfeit shares fear our success for transparency. David Lower, I'm curious about your plans for educating us, retail investors, on the crucial moment we find ourselves in and the importance of taking action now, en masse for Congress, not to stop the C.A.T implementation. Given your significant following and representation on retail investors, I'm eager to know if you intend to utilize your platform to organize a major congressional outreach effort before it's too late. The decisions being made in the halls of power directly impact our financial futures, and it's imperative that our voices are heard. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this matter and any actions you may be planning to undertake." And guys, Anna wrote this tweet because of this tweet. David Lower wrote this. Let me show you. he wrote this tweet and he basically answered to some kind of misunderstanding in between him and Curtis. And he wrote why he is very cautious with help to MMTLP investors. And he wrote this: because the last time I tried to help MMTLP investors, I received death threats and the most horrific abuse I've ever been subjected to. I tried. You folks don't want my help, and that's fine. So guys, you remember that first of all, back in I guess 2022 or very beginning of 2023, David Lower said in his tweet, he publicly stated that there is no problem with MMTLP shares, there is no problem of naked short selling in regards to MMTLP and next bridge hydrocarbons. But then, when he discovered, when he received a lot of information from our community members, for example, from Rare DD, and by the way, within a minute I will show you his latest updates, but when David Lower received this information, he changed his opinion and he started to help us. But then, all of a sudden, he became quiet and he didn't do anything in order to help our MMTLP community. And I was quite confused because of this behavior. But this tweet explains it in details. And guys, it is not so pleasant for me to read this type of information that people received death threats and as he mentioned, it was the most horrific abuse he's ever been subjected to. So guys, definitely I don't like this information, but it is what it is, and we have a huge number of people who might be involved one way or another in this case, and definitely not all of them are so good people and so pleasant. That is why we might see this type of a reaction from time to time, and guys, we have to be prepared for any type of actions. So, and let's take a look on the Rare DD's recent update in regards to FINRA's and SEC actions. He wrote this: "Hey SEC, why do you refer to FINRA's FAQ or to FINRA's FAQs when questioned about MMTLP? They are full of lies. For example, in this portion, image 1," and he added these screenshots in order to explain his thoughts. FINRA claims that the MMTLP corporate actions were created to be consistent with the November 23rd PR from Metamaterials. The FAQ even links to the PR, which is also in image 1. In image 2, I've also included the November 18th prospectus from Next Bridge Hydrocarbons to show that it was consistent with the November 23rd PR. But in images 3 and 4, you can observe the December 6th and December 8th MMTLP corporate actions created by FINRA. They aren't consistent. FINRA lied. Does it really take more than 18 months to investigate a ticker frozen in time? And guys, yes, we are witnessing that all the authorities are trying to kick this can down the road for as long as possible. But with the help of some famous people like Pool T with more than 3 million followers, with the help of our headliners and with their lawsuits, and with the help of Congress, we have all the chances to solve not only our problem of MMTLP shares, but also the problem for entire retail community. And the main goal for us is to have a fair and transparent market. And I think we will achieve this goal. Just stay tuned. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.